Hey, this is Rich with Behavioral Wealth Consulting. Wanted to make a quick video on why I sold some of my positions with Tesla and exactly which stock that I purchased that is now my most expensive positions. But before we get into it, I wanted to show real quick the trend line with the S&P 500. There's been a lot of news recently about the big pullback, specifically around crypto. But I wanted to chart this out. So this is the S&P 500 going back 2 years, so around July 2019. One of the things that you can clearly see here is, although that there's been a lot of talk about the economy crashing, stock market crashing, if you take a look from March of last year up until now, the S&P 500 definitely has a nice support line. And so here's what we're experiencing now with a little bit of a pullback here. However, it definitely still is riding a nice clean line. So this channel is trending very well. So this is what I'm keeping an eye on as far as the overall pulse of the stock market. But as you can see, even though there is a pullback, I look at these as great opportunities to add to existing positions. Now let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, very similar. If you look at the 2-year trend from March of last year, again, even with some pullback that we're experiencing recently right here, as you can see, we're not, this isn't anything new, right? So we had a pullback here in early March. We had a little pullback here in October, but it's definitely been trending upwards. So personally, I'm not concerned about this pullback. I think it's good for presents good opportunity, I should say, for you to be able to add more to your positions. So again, similar to the S&P 500, nice trend line, bouncing within the channel. So these again are great opportunities to add your positions. So why am I selling, or why did I sell some positions with Tesla? Tesla had a great start to the year, but they've also been competing now with a lot more car manufacturers, and just the overall spike, I think it warranted some pullback. And so we've been seeing somewhat of a consolidation here for the last couple of months. Been riding a nice little support here, had a pretty strong pullback here recently around the 540 mark. So I'm going to be watching this closely, because if it continues to break below 500, what I'm going to be looking for is a potential pullback down to a previous support here, which is going to be around the $400 mark. So we'll have to see over the next couple of weeks whether or not Tesla bounces up and continues back with its previous momentum, or if it breaks below this 500 mark, it potentially could trend down again back here to the $500 mark. So what positions did I buy? So I did sell some of my Tesla shares. So I got into Amazon. Amazon is something I've been watching for a long time, and one of the main reasons why I got into Amazon now is, as I pay attention to everything that Amazon is doing, and just as a consumer of Amazon, I can see how quickly Amazon is tailoring to the consumer. I think I have like 6 or 7 packages downstairs as we speak right now, and so I'm a consumer, and I think that their logistics with shipping will only continue to get better. Now let's take a look at a recent article here around Amazon. So we tend to think of Amazon just for the shipping, but another big component with Amazon is their Amazon Web Services. And so one of the things that I found interesting here is that because of COVID last year, there was a lot of companies that tended to use cloud computing service or cloud-based services. And as you can see here, its cloud computing revenue in the first quarter jumped 32% to 13.5 billion, with an operating profit of 4.16 billion. The other thing is, again, as a consumer of Amazon, but also a lot of analyst projections has this stock breaking 4,000. Before the year end. I see personally Amazon exceeding that over the next couple of years. I just think that they'll continue to get better with their logistics. They'll continue to get better with their cloud servicing. And then again, if you pay attention to just your environment, Amazon is everywhere, right? So I'm going in long with Amazon. I think that they're continuing to expand beyond again, normal shipping, even though that is one of the most generating portions of their business. They're stepping out into a lot of different things. So anyways, that's just a video for today. Just wanted to share with you my thoughts on why I sold my positions with Tesla, shifting and buying into Amazon. So let me know what you think. Comment down below.